the end like the beginning. A concept, an idea, an assumption. No one has ever tasted beginning. No one has ever realized they were absolutely did nothing. And there was a point that it began. Oh. Same as end. No one has ever experienced end. To form an idea that I want a conclusion is a form of suffering, a form of depression, a form of eluding yourself, a natural evolution on what you are. I want to find something before I die. I want to find God before I die. I want to find this before I die. I want to do all these things before I die. Your mind then stands to attention and salutes and says, I will try my best for you. I will try my best for you. What do you want? I'll bring it to you. If I don't, I'll get up, I'll pick myself up, and I'll do it again and again and again and again to find that what you want before you think you end this whatever consciousness really is. Does the day ever end, you see? Is there a point at the end of the day, other than a man-made clock that says 12 o'clock is the end of the day? Does the sky suddenly stop? Does the lamp lights suddenly go off? Do the cars suddenly stop driving? Do the animals suddenly lie down to sleep? Is it happening in the whole of the earth at the same time? Even the clock can't get it right, because at 12 o'clock in Europe, it's 6 o'clock in USA or 6 o'clock in Australia or whatever. There's no end. There's not even an end to the job. Yeah. We built this ship. It's concluded. Parts of the ship will fall off. Maintained. There's no conclusion. The mind wants an end and a beginning. It wants an end and a beginning so bad that it'll do anything to get an end and a beginning. It'll even commit suicide to say, I want an end. Enlightenment means ego gone. Open eyes, voice, ego back. Ego never left. Nothing dies. Even the mind cannot die on death. Even the body cannot die on death. It is food for the worms. The worms, they appear. Yeah. They see the sky the same as your mind saw the sky. When they pop out, they're, oh, and then the bird, oh, gone. And then the bird defecates and returns to the earth and becomes a worm again, and on and on and on and on. The beauty of life is realizing there is only a middle section. It never began and it will never end. Consciousness is a magic. And there's no magician. It just magics its way like that hamster turning the wheel, walking, and the wheel goes round and round and round. The hamster doesn't know when to stop. And the hamster doesn't want to stop. Doesn't know how to stop. The hamster will die. apparently. The body will fail to have the power to keep it going, but consciousness is beyond power. Consciousness is magic. This is a construction of emotions. Seeing. Consciousness is seeing. Consciousness is seeing itself. Seeing. Seeing is seeing itself, meaning two ways. Seeing is seeing itself. That's all that exists. Seeing is all that exists. There's no seer, no seen. Seeing is all that exists. Seeing is all that exists. Seeing is seeing itself, meaning seeing is all that it is. This is not the act of seeing. This is the vessel that seeing sees through. You're not the seer. You're not this body. You have an idea that you can control this body and do certain things with this body. You cannot do it without the consciousness that we are. Hunger is feeding itself, meaning hunger wants to experience itself as hunger. Anger is anger itself. So anger is being angry at itself. We just take ownership that we are the angry one, and we should not be angry because everyone says we can't be angry. That's wrong to be angry. So you withhold the emotion, you stifle the emotion, and you create disharmony in the body and disharmony in consciousness. And eventually consciousness says, I can't cope with this one. Go. And it continues to see without you. You continue to see without you. Because you are consciousness. We commit suicide. Our life, our body is here to maintain a really, and I think the Bible says God reduced the age of man from 400 years to 150 to 8, I don't know. But I'm sure there's a passage in the Bible, someone can confirm or refute this claim, but our body can live much longer. But we choose to take it away because we can't cope with the idea that our mind is interfering. We call on our mind to get us the things that we want. And then we blame our mind and we say, mind, go away. Mind won't go away. No. You'll need me one day. And we all become mind. We all become that mindful people. Oh, yeah, you better do that before you die then. I just got over the death. The fear of death, the fear of, not the fear, the actual realization is just a concept. It's just an idea. It's an assumption. And now they call me back in. What the hell's going on? You take every emotion and you give it a word. We can give it 100 words. We can say smiling is also a laughter. It's also a happiness. It's also a joy, right? All of these we create these emotions. So joy wants to experience joy. And joy is not in this body. Joy is born from within the body, the arising of the body. When the child is born, when you were a child, did you know what you were? Did you know? Oh, I'm a man, or I'm a boy, I'm a girl. Oh, that's the clouds. I opened my eyes for the first time and I realized that everything is as it is. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's a lake. That's the lake that my mum promised me when I was in the thing. Oh, yeah, that's a dog. Hello, dog. Oh, I know your name too, Rover. Yeah. No. Just a vessel. Just a vessel. So consciousness, what is within us as ourselves, sees an example of what we can become. And let this example be on its own. Let this example aspire to what it is. And don't interfere with the example. Tell the mind, no, I don't want anything. I just want to be an example. I want to replicate consciousness. I want to reflect consciousness. I want to be consciousness. I cannot not be consciousness, but something interferes with the consciousness that I am. That's why you have to go within and remove the Ramana Maharshi, deny, nati, not this, not this, not this. The only way you'll experience consciousness, the only way you'll discover consciousness is not out there, because you are already out there. You are already out there. You are everything in this universe as your whole self. So this experience, where this arises from, you don't go into space, Mr. Scientist. You go into yourself. You go into the root, the core of consciousness, where the magic arises. And you'll see that everything is magic. No magician. Just a magical, ongoing, no beginning, no end stuff. And this stuff can become love. It can become anger. It can become putrid. It become whatever you want it to become. Because you have a mind that you call in to say, tell me what I want to call this thing, mind. Tell me how I have to live my life, mind. Oh, read the Ten Commandments. Bullshit. I'm not going to end with with a negative world. Consciousness is magic. You're magic. Whatever is happening in your life is magic. It may appear to be pain and suffering, but it's magic. You be the magic. Just let the magic flow. And everyone will see how magical this life is, as each other, as one, as consciousness.